In this video, we're going to look at the Soma Labs Lyra 8 drone synth. We've explored in other videos the chaotic nature of this gear. This time, we're going to look at a more specific workflow. For example, if you're looking to make more mellow or meditational atmospheres. So I'm running the Lyra 8 through an Eventide H9 pedal. It's set to the space algorithm. Now remember, we're looking at two identical oscillator groups, so it's divided up right here. And each of these two oscillators are pairs within that. So you can imagine a sort of initialization setting for this. This could be your start here point for a more pure musical tone. So first off, all of these switches are set to down. This is going to ensure that there's no oscillators playing. Next, we want to have all the sharp knobs set to 0. This will make more mellow waves. Now, sharp is here and here. What we want to do for the mod knobs is have them very slightly up from 0. This is because we want to add slight variations to the waveforms in the drones. Now, all of these switches here, we want to set to center. This is going to ensure that no waves are being modulated. We can have vibrato on or off, depending on the sound that we want to hear. Now we can add interesting changes with the mod delay. You want to set this switch down. That's going to make it into a triangle wave. This switch we want to have down. That's going to send everything through the LFO, which is over here. And now if we turn these mod knobs, we're going to be able to slightly undulate the pitch of the notes. I'll show you what I mean. So if we turn these up here, you're going to hear modulation in the pitch. So if we have that on kind of lower settings, we could actually use that. Depending on how subtly we use this modulation, we can really have a different range of sounds that still remain melodic. So what we want to do first is pick any of these oscillator groups. We're just going to turn the switch up on one, and then we're just going to trigger these. And now that they're playing, we're just going to turn the pitch until we like how it sounds together. Okay, so I'm going to let that play. Now what we're going to do is turn this hold knob. Once it goes past the middle, it starts to fade in whatever is off. So that's a really good tool, especially for this. We're going to slowly turn it to it's past halfway now. You can hear the other notes now. Now what I can do is while that's playing, I can trigger these. So it stands out a little bit more. Let's turn it down a little more. You really have to be subtle with the movements here. Now what we can do is fade in the other one. So we're just going to turn this past halfway. You'll hear it fading in. We can turn this pitch knob if we need to do adjustment on all of these. And of course we can fade it out. Just turn on individual ones. We can turn these down. Turn that switch, that's going to turn off that tone. And now it's just going to fade with everything else. We'll just fade it out. And then we'll just play these. Now we're going to experiment with these switches. Now this is flicked up. That means this is slightly modulating this signal. We can turn it off, and then turn this one. If we don't hear enough modulation, just slightly turn it up. We're going to turn up the modulation on the mod delay. Turn up the mix.